Hello everyone, my name is Brittany Stoltzfus. I am a registered dietitian and I have teamed up with Lancaster Cancer Center to make these videos called Dishes to Nourish. So today, I already kind of started this prep, but we're going to celebrate spring dishes and eating that good local produce that comes up here in Lancaster. So we are going to make a spring quiche or frittata. I'm not making a crust, so I guess it would be more like a frittata. And I am going to cook them in a muffin tin. So for this recipe, you will need a muffin tin. If you have a baking sheet to cook some of the veggies ahead of time, that is great. So the first step, I preheated the oven to 375. I'm going to cook some of my vegetables that are going to go into the frittata. So I am just finishing up this sweet potato, which I already have the rest of it on the baking sheet. Really tiny cubes, bite-sized cubes, even smaller potentially. You can even grate the sweet potato and then you wouldn't even need to pre-cook it if you wouldn't want to. But I like to have that little bit of roasted flavor. So nice and small, you want to chop those up. So you're going to put that on half a baking sheet. The other half, you're going to take your asparagus and you're going to chop that up fine into small little bite-sized pieces and put it on the other half. So after you have your asparagus chopped up, you're going to actually put it onto the tray, drizzle some olive oil, toss it around with the sweet potatoes. You can put a little bit of salt and pepper on here if you would like to at this time. And then you're going to throw it in the oven for about 10 minutes and then take it out and add it to the egg mixture that we're going to make next. While the sweet potatoes and the asparagus are in the oven, you can start with the egg mixture. So that's 8 eggs you're going to mix up, and then it's about 4 ounces or half a block of feta cheese. You're going to create crumbles and you're going to throw that in there as well. And to make this more of a spring mix beyond just the asparagus, sweet potatoes are more of a summer vegetable, but you can also usually get them at the grocery store any time of year, or you can do spring potatoes, which are coming out soon. And then I do have about a half a cup of peas that I'm going to throw in, some fresh peas. These I had steamed earlier, but you can do that in the microwave where it's just a couple tablespoons of water. Put your peas in a microwave bowl with plastic wrap on top and you can steam them, and then they're ready to go in here with the mixture. And then when the sweet potatoes and the asparagus is done, we'll add this into the mixture as well. So now that we got it all mixed up, you want to put it in the muffin tin. It's about a 1/4 cup of the mixture per muffin tin, and it makes about 16 as you can see. But if you only have one muffin tin, you can rotate and do the last 4 in the last batch. They'll cook at 375 in a preheated oven for about 25 to 30 minutes until they are cooked through. So after you've baked them for 25 minutes, you want to pull them out and they'll puff up really nicely. You want to let them cool for about 4 to 5 minutes. And what's great is you can store them into your fridge for about 3 days after you cook them, or you can store them in the freezer for about 3 months. So it's a great way to make a head breakfast, kind of preserve that spring a little bit longer. And another thing that I wanted to kind of provide you with today is when you're going for some of these great spring and summer produce, especially when you're going locally, it is awesome to support the local farmers and all of the local produce that we have here, but I know it can sometimes get expensive or pricey. So if you are on a budget, always ask to see if they have seconds as well. Sometimes they have things that are a little battered or bruised, or it can't be maybe displayed as their first offering, or maybe they need to get rid of the produce because they've had it for a couple days. It's a way to get kind of discounted produce, but still support those local farmers and also prevent food waste. But anytime you can get some of those local produce into your diet and into your recipes, it's just going to taste really good because it's very fresh and it's part of that season. So it's a way to also celebrate our community, but also really great food. I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and if you have any further questions, please feel feel free to reach out to the Cancer Center.